Alright guys, welcome back. Now let's look at how to do some numeric formatting. And I'm sure that this is going to be very helpful for some of us. In fact, these are some of the basic things that you need to know when you work with Excel. Now, for example, we start with this social security number we have here. Now, as you see this number, you observe it's supposed to be like this. And if you've seen the social security number before, you know usually there's like dashes in between the numbers. Now, what might come to mind is, okay, when I just let's just add dashes in between. But we don't have to do that. Excel gives us a feature in our number formatting that actually helps us do that automatically. So for us to get done with that, all we just need to do is to select the entire column, and then we'll go to our number formatting, which we have been seeing along the line, which you can use Ctrl+1 to get there, or you come here and use your dialog box launcher and click on it to bring up this for you. So you see now ensure you are on number group. Then you can now scroll down just to special. All right, then on special you see social security number. So all you need to do is click on it and you say what? Okay. Then you see the pound sign. We just adjust the width a bit. Wow, that's good. So you can see now the dashes has been added automatically. However, on the data itself, the dashes are not found, which you can see in the formula bar. The dashes are not there, but when you click on, when you see them, when you view them, you see the dashes. Even when you try to edit them, you see the dashes are not anywhere located there. So these are just a very good way to add dashes, social security number automatically without having to stress yourself and be adding dashes. So it actually makes inputting data very fast and quick as well. So also we have the phone number, which is very common. There are various country code and all of that can be used for phone numbers. So to do phone numbers is actually the same approach. You basically come here, use your Ctrl+1, and you go to where special. You can see phone number, and you say okay. So you see now the phone number has been grouped for you. Can you see that now? So now what I'm going to do is because of our peculiarity here in Nigeria, I'm just going to show you a simple way we can also create your own custom format for our own kind of phone numbers that we have here. So first, let me just create a new column. All right, then I'm basically going to duplicate these phone numbers we have here. I'm going to use a shortcut to do that. Rather than doing Ctrl+C then Ctrl+V, I'll just bring my cursor to this edge, right? Then I'll hold down my Control key. You can see that plus sign there, right? Then I'll click and drag and drop it there. So you can see now I've duplicated this. So I'm just going to rename this to NG. I'll just call this NG phone. All right. So probably I'll just use one of them as an example. So I'll put a proper Nigerian phone number there. I'll just use this. All right, fine. Now you observe that the format we had earlier here is still here. So let me just change that. You can see the way it is now. But we all know this is not the way our phone number normally would be. So that will mean that I need to make some adjustment to this. Good. So I'll basically come here. I'm just going to use this one as an example. So I'll basically come here, use my Ctrl+1. I can use my dialog box launcher, or I use my Ctrl+1 to come here. So this time around, rather than choosing phone number, because this phone number has been preset, which is what gave us this one, so we're going to do our own custom format. So I'll go to custom. So in custom, I'll basically just scroll up, general, then inside this box where we have type, I'll delete that general we have there. Then I'll basically create my own format. Now, if you may agree with me, depending on how you decide to do yours, our phone numbers will always have +234. So I open a bracket and I do +234, then I close the bracket. Okay. So the next thing to do is now to put zeros to count the numbers you want to use. So first thing is 0, right? 70, which is the way we count it. You can put a space 330. You can put a space 66573. I am assuming this is the way you write yours. Okay, and then you can see that we have a 0 here, right? So we can basically probably just take out 10, depending on how you decide to do it. So you can see now, since all our phone numbers will always start with 0, and we know when we're using a country code, most of the times we don't add the 0 to the first 070 or 080. So I'll basically leave it at this. So you can see now I use the zeros to represent the numbers. You can see the sample the way it's shown here. So that means that this bracket plus 234 close bracket will always be in the format. So we don't even have to put plus 234 while we are typing the phone number. That's what it means. So I'll say okay. So you can see now, let me just adjust the width. So you can see now this is the way my phone number will be. So if I put another phone number, let me just put another phone number 123, right? Okay, is this number correct? Sorry, that's just some random number. Okay, this one will be sure. Okay, that's fine. So you can see now I'll basically just select everything and go change to the format I just did now, custom. Then I'll scroll down to the very last one. This is the format I just did. So I'll say okay. You can see now this one has also adjusted, and every other phone numbers that we have has adjusted to the right format. So that's one way you can use custom formats. Now also, when we do number formatting, we can also adjust our salaries. You know, you can see presently this salary is not properly formatted. You can use your comma here. The comma here will just give you, put it in thousands and hundreds, millions, and give you decimals, which you can as well reduce the decimal by coming to this decrease decimal, and you can increase the decimal by using increase decimal. So I basically just reduce the decimal. Okay, then you can also add a currency symbol. If you click on this dollar sign, you see the dollar sign has been added. So you can reduce the symbol. You can see the way it looks. What if you want naira? It's not difficult. Just come back to your dialog box launcher. Then you can go back to currency. Then you can choose the right currency. I think for Nigeria we have I think naira, Yoruba. So we name it here, which is not very, you have to carefully look for it. It's okay, I think I can see there. So we have different Nigeria currency here. I'll just use Yoruba. All right, so I'll say okay. So you can see now the symbol has been added, but I know normally we usually don't do this, but I'm just showing you how it is done. Also, we have for the account balance, you can see there are some negative signs here. You can also format that. If you put your comma as well, you can see it has been formatted properly for you. So you have the negatives in brackets. You can reduce the decimals. You can see now the negative. You can also change, you know, the way you want those negatives to show. When you come to currency, you can see we have the one that will make it red, and you can see bracket and red. So depending on your choice, anyway, you can just choose that. You can see it has been changed. So this is basically some introductory things to know about number formatting. We'll still learn much more as we move on. See you later.